Many people view the heart as a simple pump that moves blood through the body, yet scientists now emphasize that its condition may actually hold the key to how long we live. Recently, several large-scale studies have confirmed that a stable heart rate, healthy blood pressure, and unobstructed arteries are strongly correlated with longevity. When your heart works efficiently, without unnecessary strain, you reduce the risk of chronic illness and help keep your entire body in balance. An elderly man I visited in a cardiology ward not long ago illustrates this point perfectly. He was 68 years old and had always assumed that occasional palpitations and minor chest discomfort were harmless. It was only when he began to feel persistent fatigue and shortness of breath while climbing stairs that he decided to seek medical advice. His doctor promptly discovered significant signs of coronary artery disease, which could have been caught earlier had he listened to the warning signals of his own heartbeat. The man himself admitted that he never realized how vital a consistent, healthy heart rate might be for long-term health. Medical experts explain that our heart is more than a mechanical organ pumping blood. It is intimately connected to hormones, emotions, and overall metabolic processes. In a resting state, a normal adult heart typically beats anywhere from 60 to 100 times per minute, yet the ideal range, especially for older adults, is often closer to 60 to 70. Scientists have found that the more your resting heart rate hovers around the higher end, 80 or 90 and above, the more stress is placed on the cardiac muscle. Over time, these extra beats accumulate, essentially wearing out the heart prematurely. One large study observed that individuals with sustained heart rates above 85 beats per minute had a noticeably higher chance of cognitive decline, including early symptoms of dementia. This may stem from the fact that a chronically overworked heart struggles to circulate oxygen and nutrients efficiently, depriving the brain of the full support it needs. At the same time, people often overlook blood pressure as an additional crucial factor in heart longevity. Sustained high blood pressure forces arterial walls to withstand excessive force, damaging them over the years. When your arteries are constantly under this type of stress, the chance of developing atherosclerosis increases, narrowing the vessels. A narrowed artery means your heart works harder to push blood through a tighter pathway, and in older adults, this process can accelerate dangerously. Some believe a bit of elevated pressure is simply normal for my age, but modern cardiology warns that such complacency can lead to heart failure or strokes. Aiming for a blood pressure near 120/80, or at least below 140/90, is generally recommended to minimize long-term cardiovascular risks. Even those who consider themselves relatively healthy may harbor hidden heart issues. A person might eat a balanced diet most of the time, yet neglect small but essential details, like consuming adequate amounts of vitamin B12 and iron to support red blood cell formation and oxygen transport. Another individual might unknowingly suffer from chronic sleep deprivation, which raises stress hormones and restricts the body's ability to recover at night. These smaller factors, when they accumulate, can diminish not just heart health, but also the body's overall resilience. The human system operates like an orchestra in which the heart is the lead instrument. If that instrument is out of tune, the entire symphony suffers, and life expectancy can drop accordingly. Scientists have also brought attention to the substantial link between a healthy heart and sustained cognitive function. They note that as the heart pumps blood into the brain, regular circulation ensures the steady delivery of oxygen and nutrients required for mental clarity. In older adults who maintain resting heart rates around 60 to 70 beats per minute, the incidence of memory issues appears significantly lower. In contrast, those whose resting heart rates exceed 80 or 90 face a considerably higher risk of cognitive impairment. Clinicians suggest that the difference lies in whether the brain regularly receives a balanced blood supply. A heart forced to beat too rapidly may struggle to provide optimal circulation, creating an environment in which brain cells gradually weaken. These days, cardiologists increasingly emphasize the synergy between heart and vascular health. Even a vigorous, powerful heart cannot guarantee longevity if the blood vessels become clogged. Atherosclerosis, resulting from cholesterol plaques building up in artery walls, is one of the most common heart-related dangers. The person may feel normal until plaque accumulation leads to angina or, worse, a myocardial infarction. Many people ignore the mild chest discomfort or shortness of breath that accompany mild angina. Later, they suffer a dramatic wake-up call in the form of an actual heart attack. By that time, the damage is often extensive and far more difficult to reverse. The good news is that prevention works at practically every age. If you are middle-aged or older, doctors recommend monitoring your pulse daily. Home blood pressure devices are widely available and simple to use. If your systolic top reading regularly exceeds 140, or if you frequently record a resting heart rate of 85 or more, it is likely a good idea to consult a healthcare professional. Sometimes, early intervention can include small lifestyle changes, such as reducing salt intake, incorporating more leafy greens, or walking for 20 to 30 minutes most days of the week. Physicians may also recommend medications to ease the heart's workload or control blood pressure spikes, but these measures function best when combined with consistent, healthy routines. Cardiologists frequently remind their patients that balanced nutrition is essential for heart health. Moderate portions of lean protein, like fish, eggs, or poultry, supply key amino acids and vitamins. If you eliminate all animal proteins, be sure to compensate with legumes, fortified cereals, or specific supplements to ensure you do not develop nutrient deficiencies that can weaken the myocardium. At the same time, loading your plate with high cholesterol, fried, or heavily processed items can lead directly to vessel blockages. The ideal approach involves plenty of vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, like those found in olive oil, nuts, or avocados, and enough protein to sustain muscle and organ function. This balanced approach benefits not just the heart, but the entire vascular network. Regular, moderate exercise is another foundation of cardiac longevity. Scientists stress that consistent activity, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, bolsters heart muscle strength and elasticity in blood vessels, all while promoting healthier blood pressure and lower cholesterol. However, excessive, high-intensity workouts can place unnecessary strain on the heart, especially in individuals with underlying conditions. Middle-aged or senior adults who rush into strenuous exercise regimens sometimes discover they have pushed their hearts beyond safe limits, leading to arrhythmias or other complications. Maintaining a habit of moderate physical activities, such as daily walks or light aerobic sessions, may provide all the cardiovascular benefits with minimal risk. Sleep and rest are often overlooked, yet they play a critical role in determining how well your heart recovers each day. Chronic sleep restriction can lead to increased stress hormones like cortisol, which raise blood pressure. The result is a heart that rarely rests, even at night. On the other hand, excessive daytime napping and prolonged bouts of inactivity may disrupt natural circadian rhythms, leading to irregular heart rates. Experts advise aiming for around 7 to 8 hours of nighttime sleep and keeping daytime naps short if you need them. This balance allows your heart to follow a predictable cycle of exertion and recovery. Emotional well-being is equally important. Persistent anxiety, anger, or worry triggers the body's stress response, with adrenaline surging through the bloodstream. Over time, this can strain the heart, constrict blood vessels, and contribute to both high blood pressure and arrhythmic episodes. Health professionals increasingly recommend meditation, breathing exercises, or leisurely activities, like gardening or slow-paced yoga, to help the mind and body adapt to life's challenges without placing the heart in a constant state of alarm. Even a short, mindful break where you breathe deeply for a few minutes can help regulate your heart rhythm and foster lower blood pressure. Older individuals who are used to saving money on food or avoiding physical activity out of fear of injury should be aware that excessive frugality in nutrition and a sedentary lifestyle can speed up physical decline. The heart needs adequate protein, vitamins, and minerals to keep contracting powerfully. It also benefits from gentle but regular use. If you do nothing but sit in a chair most days, your cardiac function will deteriorate alongside your muscles and bones. Sensible daily exercise, such as leisurely walking or light stretching, can help preserve cardiovascular health and stave off frailty. Current data show that people who maintain healthy heart rates, follow a nutritious diet, and manage stress effectively are more likely to enjoy not just longer lives, but also better quality of life in their later years. These individuals often have clearer minds, fewer chronic conditions, and greater capacity for engaging with family, friends, and hobbies well into old age. They do not rely solely on pills to keep their symptoms in check. They follow a holistic lifestyle that supports the heart, mind, and body in tandem. In practical terms, even minor changes can lead to improvement within a relatively short period. One older patient who decided to start walking daily and adjusting his diet noticed that his resting pulse became more stable after just 1 month. He felt less breathless on stairs, and his previously erratic blood pressure stabilized as well. Although he still needed certain medications, he found that making lifestyle modifications reduced his reliance on emergency doses. His doctor congratulated him on effectively giving his heart the environment it needed to heal. Ultimately, your heart sets the pace for how well and how long you live. When scientists declare that heart health determines longevity, they are acknowledging both the direct effects on blood circulation and the multitude of indirect influences on the nervous system, metabolism, and immune response. The heart is, in a sense, the timekeeper of our bodies, ticking away our lifespan 1 beat at a time. By ensuring each beat is as strong and unencumbered as possible, we allow ourselves the best opportunity to age more gracefully, stay active, and preserve cognitive function. It might involve a few sacrifices, cutting back on junk food, setting aside time for gentle exercise, practicing relaxation techniques. But the reward is a fuller, richer life where each heartbeat truly counts. And in the end, the greatest gift you can offer yourself is a heart that remains vibrant and reliable, carrying you forward on life's journey for as many years as nature will allow.